There's been a fundamental shift in the last 3 to 5 years. People with AI knowledge will take over jobs from people who do not have AI knowledge. Ultimately, skill is the core currency for which you hire an individual to be employed by an organization.
Today, we're joined by Bala Sathyanarayanan, currently serving as Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer at Inc.
Ultimately, skill is the core currency for which you hire an individual to be employed by an organization. You hire an individual for the skills, the knowledge, the competencies, and the capability they bring in. And when you hire them, if you do not quantify those skills, we only talk in terms of, I hired Tom and I need to replace Tom. Those days are done. I'm hiring a developer to develop A, and to develop A, that developer needs to have skills in A, B, C, D, E, and those are the skills I'm targeting. It's very different from I need a replacement for Tom. And the only companies which succeed is by having a skills-based approach to organizations and having codified all those skills an employee has, so that we know exactly what skills do we need today to execute the business strategy and what skills we should be building in the talent we have today to execute the business strategy, not just of today, but in the future tomorrow. There's been a fundamental shift in the last 3 to 5 years. We're just coming right after the pandemic, and during the pandemic is where we saw a foundational shift between the employer and the employee relationship. We saw the employees talking about great resignation. We're talking about the employers worried about quiet quitting, and the whole world was what's going to be next. The need for talent started going up so much that talent became available irrespective of the location where he resided. The power dynamics between the employer and the employee shifted so much that the employees had so much more power, and they were able to dictate terms in terms of where they wanted to work, how they wanted their skills to be utilized, and how they wanted to be paid. And here we are today, and the power is shifting back to the employer, where every employer now wants their employees to be back in the office, if not full-time, at least a majority of the time. In addition to that, the demand for talent has gone up, while the demand for AI is going up so much more. The talent, which thought they had all the power in the past, now are worried about protecting their jobs, and demand for how we even define talent is fundamentally changing. In the past, we did not have the technology to quantify what those skills are. Today, we could codify. We could clearly say, okay, I need skill A if I'm hiring an FP&A analyst in the finance organization. When I'm searching in my database or when I'm looking at the job market, I'm looking for someone with an intermediate Excel skill, with an expert level BI skills. I know exactly who are the folks inside my company who have that ability, and I could test for that ability in the external talent I bring in, because I'm testing for that skill due to the technologies we are able to use inside the organization in the form of an HRMS, or for that matter, any technology other organization might use. That gives me a superpower. When employees come to me saying, I'm worried that my job might go away because of AI, we pull the skill screen saying, these are the skills you have. These are the soft skills you have. These are the hard skills you have. Tell me if these are the skills, can AI do it? They're like, oh my goodness, those soft skills, AI can never do it. Okay, which means, is your job going to be in jeopardy? Well, those hard skills, AI can definitely do. I said, then we will keep you and we'll augment your skills and we'll make your hard skills superior. You go from an intermediate Excel to an expert Excel doing the same job, and you're going to become so much more productive and so much more efficient. People will lose their jobs to AI if they don't come to speed on AI. So people with AI knowledge will take over jobs from people who do not have AI knowledge. The new people whom I'm bringing in, it's easy for me to qualify, because when I'm taking their ATS as part of the application tracking system, during the interviewing process, I'm able to capture those skills in. The incumbent population who have been here for quite some time, getting that workforce, those colleagues, to put their skills in their own profile page in the organization when they build their individual development plans and things like that, that is a challenge. So that was a change management we had to work through. But I've been on this journey for the last 3 to 4 years. For a period of time, I was able to get here. But if you're starting from scratch, with a huge incumbent workforce, it's going to take so much more time for you. It's easier to start from scratch on a zero base. When you have some base, that's going to be a challenge.